It's never too late to change your luck. So don't let them steal your light. Don't let them break your stride. There's light on the other side. You'll see all the rain clouds follow me. It's a revolution. Make it right.
Thanks for the opportunity. My name is Novel Arif and my last three number is 484, and I will presentation about innovation and the changing workplace. The organizational change is defined as the adoption of a new idea or behavior by an organization. Many organizations struggle with the change successfully. In some cases, employees don't have the desire or motivation to come up with the new ideas, or their ideas never get heard by manager who could put them into practice. In other cases, manager learn about good ideas but have trouble getting cooperation with from employees for implementation. An ambitious approach means incorporating structure and process that are appropriate for both the creative impulse and for the systematic implementation of innovation. For the example, allows flexible structure and greater employees' freedom are excellent for the creation and initiation of ideas. However, this same condition often make it difficult to implement a change because employees are less likely to comply, or as one scholar put it, companies that are healthy enough to consider innovation are also healthy enough to resist change. With an ambidextrous approach, managers encourage flexibility and freedom into innovate and propose new ideas with creative department, venture teams, and other mechanisms we will discuss in the chapter. And the second, I will present about the changing things, new product and technologies. Introduction new product and technologies is a vital area for innovation. A product change is change in the organization product and service output. Product and service innovation is the primary way in which organizations adapt to change in the market, technologies, and competition. For the example, new products include Apple iPhone 3G, Force Black Flashback, and the hydrogen-powered BMW Hydrogen 7. The introduction of the e-file, which allow online filing of tax return by the US. Internal Revenue Service, or ERIs, is the example of the new service innovation. Product change are related to change in technology of organization. A technology change is change in organization product process, how the organization do is work. Technologies change are designed to make the production of product or service more efficient. The adoption of automatic mail sorting machine by the US Postal Service is one example of the technology change. Okay, and my friend will explain next. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Webday Eko Adianto. My last study number is 482. I will explain you about exploration and implementation technique. In the first, I will explain you about exploration. Exploration is the stage where ideas for new product and technologies are born. Manager design the organization for exploration by establishing conditioner that explores creativity and allow new ideas to spring forth. Creativity, which refers to announce creativity and allow the generation of novel ideas that might meet private need or respond to opportunities for organization is the essential first step in innovation. In the first exploration, creativity, experimentation, idea incubator. And then two, cooperation, horizontal coordination machines, customer partner, open innovation. And the three, entrepreneurship. Idea champion, new further teams, network, and new future fund.
Okay, thank you for the opportunities. My name is DK Marco Istianto. My study number is 520. Okay, today I will be present about cooperation. Another important aspect of innovation is providing mechanisms of both internal and external coordination. Ideas for product and technology innovation typically organized at lower level and organization to need to flow horizontal across. Okay, department in addition, people and organization outside the frame can be rich resource of innovative ideas. Okay, focusing on importing both internal and external condition. Okay, the first is internal condition. Successful innovation requirement expression from several department simulations and failed innovation is often the result of failed cooperation. Consider the partner is a large accounting firm who was leading to team of 50 experts to develop new service. After a year effort, they come with the few ideas and one day had products when successfully. What went wrong? The leader had divided the team into three separate groups so that results would come up with ideas.
Thanks for the opportunity. My name is Marvinata Putri. My ID number 498. So today I'm going to explain about entrepreneurship, changing people and culture. Management can directly influence whether entrepreneurship flourishes in the organization by expressing support of entrepreneur activities, giving employees a degree of autonomy and rewarding learning and risk-taking. Organization development can be used to solve the types of problems just described and many others. Organization development uses a variety of specialized techniques to help meet organization development. Three of the most popular and effective are the following: team building activity, survey feedback activity, and large group interventions. OD propose three distinct stages for achieving behavior and attitude change are unfreezing means that people throughout the organization are made aware of problems and need for change. And the second, changings occur. Individuals experiment with new behaviors and learn new skills to be used in the workplace. And the third is refreezing occurs when individuals acquire new attitude or value and are rewarded for them by organization.
My name is Marciana Viriana. My study number is 2018210479. I want to present about training and development. Training is one of the most frequently used approaches to changing people's mindset. A company might offer training programs to large blocks of employees and subjects such as teamwork, diversity, emotional intelligence, quality circles, communication skill, or participative management. Successful companies want to provide training and development to opportunities for everyone, but they might particularly emphasize training and development for managers with the idea that the behavior and attitude of manager will influence people throughout the organization and lead to culture change.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Akbar Kurniawan. My study number 494. I will explain about the organization development. It's a planned systematic process of change that uses behavioral skills, knowledge, and techniques to improve an organization health and effectiveness through its ability to adapt to the environment, improve internal relationship, and increase learning and problem solving capabilities. Organization development can help managers address at least three types of current problem. One, merger and acquisition. The distorting financial resources of many mergers and organizations are caused by the failure of executive to determine whether the administrative style and corporate culture of the compete. Two, organization deadline rentation. Organization undergoing a portal of deadline and revolution express a variety of problem. And three, conflict management. Conflict can occur at my team and place within healthy organization. Organization development activities on organization development consultants a variety of specialist technologies to help meet organization development goals. Three of the most popular and effective are the following. 1. Team building activities. Team building and access the cohesiveness and success of organizational groups and teams. 2. Surveys feedback activities. Survey feedback begins with a question are distributed to equivalent on follows climate participation, leadership, and group cohesion within their organization. And 3. Large group intervention. In regard the need for bringing about fundamental organization change in today's complex. Thank you very much.
Need for change. Many people are not willing to change unless they perceive a problem or a crisis. However, many problems are subtle, so many managers have to recognize and then make others aware of the need for change. One way managers sense a need for change is through the appearance of a performance gap. Disparity between existing and desired performance levels. Then they try to create a sense of urgency so that others in the organization will recognize and understand the need for change. Managers are responsible for monitoring threats and opportunities in the external environment as well as strengths and weaknesses within the organization to determine whether a need for change exists. Big problems are easy to spot, but sensitive monitoring systems are needed to detect gradual change that can fool managers into thinking their company is doing fine. An organization may be in greater danger when the environment changes slowly because managers.
Thank you for the opportunity. Let me introduce myself. My name is Eka Khorunisa and my student number is 2018-21523. And then here I want to tell you about resistance to change and force field analysis. Resistance to change is getting others to understand the need for change is the first step in implementation. Yet most change will encounter some decrease of resistance. An idea champions often discover that other employees are unenthusiastic about their new ideas. Members for a new venture group may be surprised when managers in the regular organization do not support or approve their innovations. Managers and employees are not involved in an innovation often seem to prefer the status quo. People resist change for several reasons, and understanding them can help managers implement change more effectively. The next is self-interest. People typically resist a change they believe conflicts with their self-interest. A proposed change in job design, structure, or technology may lead to an increase in employees' workload. For example, is for a real or perceived loss of power, prestige, pay, or benefits. The fear of personal loss is perhaps the biggest obstacle to organizational change. And here, manager began working with the foreman to show them how the process could eventually save time and effort, and the change was eventually a success. And next is lack of understanding and trust. Employees often distrust the intention behind a change or do not understand the intended purpose of change. If previous working relationships with an idea champion have been negative, resistance may occur. One manager had a habit of initiating a change in the financial reporting system about every 12 months and then losing interest and not following through. After the third time, employees no longer went along with the change because they did not just trust the manager intention to follow through their benefits. The next is different assessments and goals. Another reason for resistance to change is that people who will be affected by an innovation may assess the situation differently. Disagreements over the proposed benefits of a change. Managers in each department pursue different goals, and an innovations may detract from performance and goal achievement for some departments. Then, for example, if marketing gets the new products it wants of customers, the cost of manufacturing may increase and manufacturing superintendent thus will resist. resistance may call attention to problems with the innovations. At a customer products company in resins, Wisconsin's middle manager resisted the introduction of a new employee programs that turned out to be a bad idea. Is forceful analysis. First analysis is drew from the work of Kurt Lewin, who proposed that change was a result of the competition between driving and restraining forces. Driving forces can be thought of as problems or opportunities that improve motivation for change within the organizations. Restraining forces are the various barriers to change, such as a like research, resistance for middle manager, or inadequate employee skill. When a change is introduced, management should analyze both the forces that drive change problems and opportunities, as well as the forces that resist it. By selectively removing force that retains change, the driving force will be strong enough to enable implementation, as illustrated by the move from A to B. As barriers are reduced or removed, behavior will shift to incorporate the desired change. Thank you.
I will explain you about implementation tactic. The other approach to managing implementation is to adopt specific tactic to overcome resistance. Research have studied various methods for dealing with resistance to change. The following 5 tactics summarized in accessibility 10.0H and then have proven successful. And here I will explain you about approach and when to use in the 5 topic. Okay, in the first, communication or education. When to use change in technical, user need actual information and analysis to understand change. The 2, participation. When to use, first, use need to feel involved. Design require information for others, then user have power to resize. And the 3, negotiation. When to use, group has power over implementation and group will lose. User need actual information and analysis to understand change. The 2, participation. When to use, first, use need to feel involved. Design require information for others, then user have power to resize. And the 3, negotiation. When to use, group has power over implementation and group will lose out in the change. And then 4, coercion. Coercion when to use. A crisis exists, indicator clearly have power and other implementation teaching have failure. And the last or 5, top management support. When to use, change influence multiple department or relations of resource. And then 2, user job component of change. Thanks.